going? Oh god.
Macharis, he's got an invis ring. He TP's up top. He's going to look for the set of the toss back. Jax is going to look to set one of the set. They'll throw it back. Chrono catching the two of them. OG, they just can't help themselves. They can't stop making plays.
Behind the airlines, boys.
So as we begin this episode, I'd like to say that truesight 2019 was a beautiful depiction of the mental approach to the game. You see, all the previous other truesights, it was more dramatic, it has more, flair to it. But this specific one in 2019, it represents something else. It represents how you have to think the game. How Dota 2 itself is not about flashy style, is not about taking over the game, it's actually breaking apart another opponent's mentally. That's all it came down to. In this episode, I'm going to explain why truesight 2019 is different from every other truesight, and specifically, I'm going to look at the behind the scenes, the drafting stages, and in-booth moments. Overall, we're going to come to a realization why Team OG is the best team in Dota history. We're going to realize how they mentally and slowly, methodically broke apart Team Liquid, how Team Liquid became extremely predictable as the games would go on, as the series would go on, and even towards the end when OG got the IO pick, the first pick, that was a clear indication that Team Liquid was already mentally destroyed. I'm going to go and show you very specific clips. If you like this kind of content, make sure you subscribe to Crystalis Chronicle for more beautiful Dota content.
It's gonna be a different way of playing. Like, it's gonna be different Dota. It's gonna be our Dota, like, all the way. I think it's important now that we set our mind to give them the respect that they deserve. They got to Chai Grand Finals. They're a very strong team. We're gonna respect them. We're gonna slay them with respect. That's important. As for the ones of us that like them, we've said it outside, but once again, no fucking mercy today. Like, they fucking go down.
So right from the get-go, right from the start, we get to see some confidential information revealed in the truesight 2019. This is before the grand finals begins and the teams are talking about each other. They're preparing for game number one. Game number one is usually a fill-out game. You're feeling out your opponent. Are they going to be good? Can we mentally break them down? See what they're doing. We'll see what the strategies are approaching the finals. How they choose to come at us. Okay.
They got to Chai Grand Finals. They're a very strong team. We're gonna respect them. We're gonna slay them with respect. That's important. As for the ones of us that like them, we've said it outside, but once again, no fucking mercy today. They fucking go down.
So Seb clearly is the motivational speaker of the team. He says we're gonna respect them, but we're gonna slay them with respect. Now this is something very out of ordinary. He says we're gonna destroy them, but we're gonna show respect to them. That's what he says. He's building up the inner morale of Team OG. He is the inner guidance of their confidence.
That's important. As for the ones of us that like them, we've said it outside, but once again, no fucking mercy today. They fucking go down.
Then he goes on to speak about liking Team Liquid. Let me tell you guys a little bit a story about OG and Liquid. So basically, in 2018, in the International of 2018, before Team OG won their first TI, prior to that boot camp, they were practicing with Team Liquid. In fact, they were practicing scrimming against each other. They were helping each other prepare for the finals, for TI. The magical part about this is that No-Till picks up so much from Team Liquid or Team Nigma, so much, and he adapts his game. He changes his game. He learns from it. So as years progress, Team OG would win the International, then go on to 2019. And in 2019, the same thing would occur. They would scrim against each other. That means they would practice against each other. In the grand finals, you get to see two captains who are friends, who are real close friends, who have the utmost respect of one another, going head to head in the biggest stage. Now, although they practiced against each other, and although they both knew what the opponent was thinking, in the biggest stage, in the TI Grand Finals, everything can be out the window. everything can be meaningless.
I want you guys to feel free and play on your best abilities. And keep in mind what brought us here. Yeah. Him first and unity.
Now, on the other hand, Team Liquid, Kuroki, their captain, is trying to do the same thing. He understands that they are like monkeys. They are like erratic behavior animals that are going to attack. And he says, hey team, we have to just prepare ourselves because they're coming with full threat, full-blown monstrosity.
The only thing we have to understand about OG is we need to show resistance. That's it. Because they will go. And they will kill them. They're like a monkey businessmen. That's the original team. Like monkeys. They will go. I want you guys to relax right now, 10 minutes. Like, bring yourself down. Just feel free. Like, I'm not even gonna say like a scrim. It's just like a fun game, you know?
It is a scrim.
Game 1 in the beginning, we see Seb motivate Ana and talk to him about Spectre. That he believes that he is the best Spectre in the world.
You guys are going head to head, and now we are definitely going to see a repeat TI champion.
It's my biggest goal, Dota-wise, right now. To take the Aegis. We started from zero. And thank God I'm here now. In my heart, if it's not me, I wish it for Note. So this is a very pure finals for me.
What do you think, Seb?
I am kind of feeling the Spectre, man. I think.
You feel Spectre? What's the build?
Hey, Ana, listen to your instinct, man. You're the best Spectre player in this, probably in this fucking stadium.
Oh.
While on the other hand, you have Amer Al-Barkawi, Miracle, recommending to his team that, hey, I think Weehaw should play Meepo at this very instance.
I will kill the Spectre with Doctor Nullifier.
By the way, it's actually a crazy idea, but we can still go for the Meeple because they'll think it's Honor the TA. They banned the gyro. I mean, Honor, honestly, isn't fucking Meeple really good?
Meeple is auto win, man.
Seriously.
10 seconds remaining.
Sorry, Omar.
That's fine. I mean, what do you mean sorry? Give me the fucking Meeple.
Let's fucking go.
Meepo, the last pick, another hero that can quickly amplify his own farm.
Any chat wheel? Any chat wheels today, guys?
Yeah, chat wheels.
And because they listened to Miracle in game number 1, they were able to surprise Team OG. However, the game itself became a little mind game, because at the beginning we saw Kuroki say they're like monkeys and they're gonna come with full force. But that didn't really happen. They played the late game hero TI-8 style, and it threw off Team OG. You see, later on they would go on to win game 1, but it was clear that Ana decided to hold back his buyback.
You promise me you don't feel bad about this, okay?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, man. It happens. We got this. This was a free win. We got this. You fucking carried us the entire game.
It could have gone either way.
Oh, it was
That
always.
game.
It was always. 100% always.
Yes.
We lost a pretty
Was he
unlosable game.
melded? Was he melded the last fight? Huh? Was he
It's
melded
okay.
in the
I don't
match?
want it to get to Ana. Because he fucked up.
Yeah, but he played good also.
Oh, he played godlike.
In
And
that sense, you know.
he played godlike and he made a mistake that was fatal. It was a minor one. Yeah.
And Seb says in a very pivotal moment, he says, at this moment, I know Ana fucked up. I know he messed up. But even though he messed up, I, as a motivational leader, I will make him feel good. I will make him turn himself around. Despite that mistake, I have to believe in Ana. I have to will him to come through and take over the game. I must do that. That's the difference between Seb and Kuroki. The difference between every other motivational Dota player than Seb right there. And another theme that gets repeated is the Tide and Templar Assassin pick. Clearly, Team OG have studied Liquid, they have scrimmed against them. They know that TA is the favorite hero for Weehaw. And despite that, Kuroki insisted on playing this hero. He got baited by Weehaw's lack of experience in this moment. Weehaw was very confident in this hero because that's his favorite hero. However, Team OG studied this tactic very thoroughly, and they knew every time if you pick Tide Hunter with a Templar Assassin, they will managed to isolate them two and split them apart.
We're getting wrecked.
So I'm good. Nice.
I'm running. Like, don't fall into them.
They will run at you guys.
Yeah.
Ember's connecting. Ember's connecting, guys. Don't go.
GH, he comes forward, stuns out, but Anna, he's in with a wraparound, slam down onto the Enigma. GH is gone. They're diving up towards tier 3's open.
I thought we would take the fight here.
Yeah, no, just farm. Just farm.
No. They're way too fast.
Tier's here.
We can kill tier.
Yeah, go there.
Oh god. The chase continues, Anna. He found Weird. On top of the TA, Weehart surrounded. The control is too much for Weehart to withstand an OG running down hero after hero.
Very fucking nice, boys.
Keep running at them. They have nothing. Yeah, they can't win.
Like they just every fight is the same, no? They just run at us.
They just run at us. What do we do against it?
He cannot escape it.
Just relentless. Options cutting off the escape route. Mind control. He wants
It just doesn't stop.
They're running at TA now.
They seem.
So after game 2, you can notice what Notel says here. He says this MC, this mind control, this Tidehunter player is completely done.
They're loving this. They don't want this to end. They want to keep playing.
You have to imagine they tap out of this one pretty soon.
I mean, GH, he's popped the BKB. He's going to go for the black hole on the two of them. Does hit the pulse, and in fact gets Anna as well with the wraparound. But they just don't take any damage at all. GG is called.
But I think we're still falling for their bullshit too much.
How can we stop it, though?
I mean, honestly, I think we were winning when they went Roche.
I think so, yeah.
But we gave them 4 kills in Roche.
Yeah. They made us angry. They made us angry.
Hold on, one more. Yes, sir. That was some Anna bouncing back, man.
That was...
So Team OG targeted Tidehunter. They knew that the offlaner is very important, and they mentally destroyed him. They destroyed him, and from that game on, mind control was done for the series. He was absolutely broken.
And we need to think if we want to still play the Tide.
But don't you think we're just not going for strategy that we always do? Why are we picking Enigma next with TA? Like we run away from our TA carry when we're picking 2 more carries.
I feel like it's very greedy. I mean, Nace is not sure.
I mean, I understand it can work, but when did we play like this?
But I don't have any hero for armor. Like they banned it. They picked
Just
Ember.
pick Raid King, honestly. Just go.
Anna, just remember, if you see Liquid here, don't fucking run at them. The game is done.
I'm living it.
Oh, there they are!
MC is mentally done.
Nice.
This is a victory, MC against MC.
Yeah, this Tidehunter, holy shit, man.
I think the game is just too hard. When we farm and they play active, we can't do much.
So Team OG had won right there. They not only won game 2, they destroyed him mentally. That was another level of breaking an enemy down. This is how you slowly and methodically destroy a grand finalist.
Hey, think about it. In their heads, they almost lost with their Meepo, and now they got smashed with Tide TA. This is what got them to the finals. They know they got nothing on us. They know. They're good Dota players. They understand. They have nothing on us. Tide broken, Meepo in a perfect Meepo win, broken, TA broken. They're 0-2. So yeah.
Kyon said,
Go for the throat.
Keep going for the throat.
I mean, I know I said.
So, meanwhile, notice how Seb is changing his vibes. You saw Mr. Nice Guy, the motivational speaker, he turned into an animal. He's making everybody become an animal with his speech. He's saying, guys, go for the juggernaut, go for the kill. At this moment, I know they're weak. I know they're shot. They're thinking about their picks. They're thinking about what brought them to the grand finals, and everything that they're trying to do is not working against us. Right now, we have to kill them.
oh fuck them so bad, man. They're running into us.
They're quick. Like they're very quick. I'm telling you, they're monkeys. Like I don't mean it in a flamey way.
You have to make the sound. Monkey King. Monkey King. You were in a previous life, you were something like a gorilla or a monkey. I'm not sure which one. I haven't decided yet.
I'm pretty sure I was some fucking gorilla.
Fucking caveman.
Now, this is a very funny moment. You can tell that both teams know each other mentally. You see, Team Liquid's Kuroki keeps saying, they're like monkeys, they just run at us. At the same time, at that exact moment, Team OG are mimicking gorillas. They're saying ooh, ah, ah sounds, and they are saying, yeah, we are monkeys. What are you gonna do to us? And he casually walks down, grabs a banana, and eats it. That's what No-Tell and Team OG are. They are monkeys. They will come at your throat. They will mentally destroy you. And this is a slowly breakdown of how Team OG destroys another team. So game 3 was the most important game. In game number 3, the Team Liquid insisted on picking Tide and Templar Assassin yet again. And at that moment, OG responds with the OG Pugna. Pugna is very good against physical heroes, which Team Liquid had all comprised of. Now, the interesting part about this exact drafting stage, or this game itself, it was an entire breakdown. Like at this moment, if Templar Assassin and Tidehunter did not work, Team Liquid or Team Nigma or Kuroki's team, they were going to be done. They would be all mentally destroyed at that moment if it didn't work. It was an instant replay of game number 2. How Team OG came at them full force, head on. Like they had nothing to do. They couldn't stop them. It was an instant replay. Now, this game itself, it destroyed Kuroki mentally. He didn't know what to do. A Mere Miracle was looking bad against Ana. There was nothing they could have done at that moment.
Yeah. I mean, now Tide looks good again, actually. But I don't know if you're tired of playing the hero.
I'm not tired, I like it. I just don't want to have 5 late keepers, that's all.
Yeah. I mean, like Tide Rubik, I already have the lane ready. Let's go, one more try. Okay.
Very like the MC hero or the TA.
I think they're tied with TA as well, most likely.
Guys, we broke their confidence. They don't do tight TA anymore.
I think we should pick the Ana hero. And which one do you want the most?
Thinking Void.
Void?
Yeah.
Do we want a Void guy? Is that a pretty solid pick here?
Yeah, it is. It's really cool.
I mean, there's no more saving supports from them.
Yeah, G.
G?
Let's do it.
What can they do?
You can see how Team OG, they give reassurance to one another. If Ana says, hey, I think Void is good in this situation, the team, thinks about it and gives them reassurance. Then they also back them up and say, hey, this is why Void is good. What they gonna do against that? Then another way the team enhances each other is when Thompson decides to pick Pugna. Pugna is a perfect pick at this moment, which literally just breaks apart the game. You didn't think that they would use Void and Pugna together, but when they do, Team Liquid, they didn't know how to respond. They didn't know what to do. They were desperate. Throughout this game, you would see the desperation slowly kick in.
I'm gonna get Blick first, and I want to fight them.
Yeah, we should do it. We need to just fight them back. They're just doing the same shit again.
I think the only way is if we smoke with 4 heroes and kill Pugna.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm coming.
Look at the trap, on the trap.
Look at the trap, yeah?
Oh!
Thompson. He's a bit alone.
They've got to kill him. They've got to do something about it. They'll surround him. They've got the Blade Fury. They have got the stun. Thompson falling low. Put the stick charge. Tries to never the life trap, but they kill him off. Big kill here for Liquid. Can they get more? The rest of OG have turned up.
Keep running, keep running.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm coming.
I'm joining Rubik.
I'm gonna TP in again. They're chasing me actually. Does he have Chrono or no, right?
No. He might.
There's the catch. They'll get Miracle separated. He's shut down. Silenced up. He did get the Blade Fury off, but the Soul Bite control with the impetus is far too much for him to deal with.
They're fucking with us too hard.
They would go deep, dive so much, throw bodies after bodies going after Thompson, and eventually give him ultra kills and rampage. It was out of control.
We need to refresh everything.
I mean, I feel useless as TA.
No, the CA does not work. I just feel useless.
Quick analogy, Ana. The fucking dying animal, you're about to butcher it, it's gonna fucking bite you.
Yes,
it
it's gonna bite back.
It knows it's about to die, so you don't give it a chance to.
No, we stay strong, we keep our guard, we keep playing to win, we take risks, we do not care.
Yes.
We're not afraid of losing, they are. So we let them deal with this shit, we stay strong, rock solid. That's it.
You can tell that OG had mentally destroyed Team Liquid, and Liquid eventually became emotionally broken down. Now, because Kuroki's TA and Tide, their go-to strategy didn't work and it was destroyed so easily, they were forced to play in Team OG style. That power ball, big ball, death lineup and go head on. However, Team OG invented this tactic and they knew what was the best counter. The best counter, it's believing in Ana. It's letting him have his ideal hero. And in this international in 2019, we all got to witness the most iconic hero of them all. It was Ana, IO carry Wisp. So Team Liquid, they were forced to play this death ball lineup and they didn't know what to give away. Either pick up Chen or give IO. Eventually, they had to go against IO. They had to let the IO go through so they could have that Bristleback, Omni, Chen core, the death ball lineup together. However, this was the ultimate demise. You see, at this moment, the game was already over. When IO is picked, he is undefeated in the grand finals. He does not lose. At that moment, Team OG had already won the entire tournament, but nobody knew. So eventually what would happen? What would happen? The same thing, they knew how to counter their own strategies. If you want to sacrifice everything, if you want to attack non-stop, that gives a cost. See, when you attack with a 5-man lineup, let's say you're killing towers or pushing the base. At the same time, the carry player, the safe lane carry player, he can farm. He can freely farm and get whatever he wants. That's the cost. And when Ana plays this hero during this final moment, there's nothing that stops him. There's absolutely nothing that can stop him.
Thompson doing something I don't think I've ever seen this.
I think we should be peaking now. We should go. They have level 14 IO. It's not 15.
You can check.
He does have the X. He's strong, but we have an Aegis BB. I want to go aggro. I don't know how they can stop us. Really
They can't.
Guys, they're starting to hit High though.
Yeah.
High ground where? We have X. We just need Tom for this IO.
Win Ranger. You want Tommy? Any help?
Nice!
Nice!
Do you fight this?
IO coming, 15.
Level 15 on IO. That spirit hero damage is there now. Ana gonna join the fray finally.
There we have it, Miracle's mana. It's pretty much entirely gone by Thompson's focus. It'll look towards GH. He's trying to roll, but he can't get out. There's no mana. GH!
I can buy back recall. No, sorry.
The Timber, I'm killing Timber. Timber.
There's the Shackle turnaround. They're looking for Jarek. Jarek's backing away. Thompson focusing Miracle. Miracle's still out of mana because of this diffusal. Jarek's he's in with the combo. The GA is out. Weehole will fall though. The magic damage is there for Thompson. Miracle's trying to run.
I don't have mana actually. They're fucking me with the mana.
Can we fight here?
There's no Timber, guys. They can kill. They're gonna go on you.
I'm running TP.
And at exact moment, when he hits level 15, when he has the balls that slow around, the permanent balls that go around at level 15, that slows the opponent and always stays in motion, it creates havoc. It destroys the pace of the game. It flips 180 degrees the instant he gets that item and level. So at that last moment, the Team Liquid are using the death ball strategy and they want to push non-stop. They have a good mentality and they're pushing and they pretty much have control of the game. They don't realize that they use a book, a very iconic moment. They buy the book at the last second, make that level 14 with a Aghanim Scepter IO become level 15. Once he hits level 15, it's time to retaliate. Along with the Gyrocopter Diffusal Blade, it just gets amplified to the next level. Both of them combine and destroy the Bristleback. He becomes useless. And once Bristleback is useless, all those buffs, the Chen and the Omni Knight buffing him, it becomes futile. All of those Death Ball lineup gets completely mitigated by these two specific things, the Diffusal Blade and the IO Carry Wisp. Once that happened, it was meme time, it was destroy time, it was go time. The nail in the coffin sets in. Reality kicks in. You cannot defeat Team OG. They are the best. Team OG have destroyed Liquid mentally.
Good job, boys.
I fucked up my bad.
And they're just moving into the base now, OG. They're pushing in. Flax starts to force Liquid back. They'll focus Miracle. Miracle, he'll get himself out and away. The missile is out. They're trying to put the heals to save him, but Miracle's dead. He doesn't have buyback. Jackson's in with the combo. They'll break down GH.
Fucking dying.
Into in game 3.
They're just taking this right.
He's gone.
Can we just reset, take this, the haste, and take the shrine top?
They're gonna chase. They will chase.
There's no choice.
Yes, they're desperate. Take the high ground. Yes, they're desperate. Take the high ground.
Should try them on the shrines right now.
They can back up, clean up shrines, but I think if Liquid chases out, OG can definitely just turn to look for the fight.
Look at them, they're running in.
Oh,
yes. I know Earth Spirit, they can't fight this.
yeah, that's good. They're running right now.
And OG's ready to clutch back in again. Jackson with a wrap around the combo down onto Mike would have to back off again. Can they fight for the duration of it though? They're getting towards Seb. Heals a pop. Seb's back pretty much up to full. Jackson with another combo onto We are stunned up. We are dead.
That's fine. It's rough, boys. Yeah.
Pushing Liquid back to the base. Mind control out about the Thompson with his diffuser blade, picking them apart. Cuts him down with the chakram. They're pushing on OG. Liquid getting forced back to the base as Liquid have nothing. They have nothing to offer, folks.
They're just giving, look at this, they're driving Fountain in TI finals. They want Kuroki in the Fountain as well. They're gonna get him, they're chasing Miracle as well.
Okay, boys. GG.
That's rough, but
yeah, it's GG.
And they are superior. No matter what you did, Team OG had a counter-attack. If you were to use their own strategy against them, they had a counter-attack. If you give them time to let their carry Ana, their Dota god, farm up, you will die. So what were you supposed to do? Team Liquid had no other option. Miracle and Weeha's glorious status was not in par with OG Ana and was not in par with what Team OG had created. A monster of a team. No matter what motivational speech Kuroki gave his team, it was not up in par against Team OG. Now this is what I got from 2019 True Sight. I know I wish it was a little bit more dramatic because I love drama. Who doesn't like drama? But True Sight 2019, it was beautiful and different in its own self. And for that, I give it a like. I hope you guys like this kind of content. Make sure you subscribe to Crystalis Chronicle for more beautiful Dota stories. Until next time, I'm out, guys.
Let's go back.
What do we do now?
I mean, let's eat, I guess. What?
Yeah. No, what do we do now?
It's like the TI king. 2 TIs, 2 wins. We couldn't make it to a fucking major.
Yes.
We couldn't make it to a fucking major.
Did you know that the fluke is one of the most common fish in the sea?